In this video, we're going to be continuing on with Mirrortrader and the Mirrortrader's platform functionality. In the last video, we started with the live chart and showed you how to function with that, how to move it around, how to expand it, etc. In this, we're going to be talking about strategies. Well, if you look right here, we don't have any strategies yet. How do we find them? If you come over here to the double magnifying glass, click this, and suddenly you'll see a whole bunch of strategies appear. Now, you can sort these strategies in a variety of ways, which I'm going to show you in just a second. First of all, normally we want to look at the last 30 days. When you're looking at a portfolio, you look at a month's activity, not particularly day by day. You can choose which symbol you'd like to look at. In this case, I'm looking at the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. If I wanted to change, say I wanted to look at the euro and the US dollar, I could click that, and all I do then is click Find. And now it'll show me all the euro US dollar strategies. When you come over to here, it will actually give you the ability to look at each strategy and to look at its profitability. The name of the strategy, and you can sort any of these. Now the first 5, which are the top 5, are the ones that appear up here. If you click on the name, Matrix Bear for example, it will show you what it looks like in the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days, Matrix Bear hasn't done extremely well. It's kind of done poorly. But if we look at this one, Bear 90 sell, and in the last 30 days, look at this. We've taken 46 trades and made 357 pips. That one's doing extremely well. So you can certainly look at the top 5, but you can also sort it by a variety of other things. You can sort it by T-score. On a scale of 1 to 9, this is like the best versus the worst. So in this case, Matrix Bear gave you a T-score of 872, which means it's very high in the way it's looking at it in terms of its profitability, even though it's down a little bit. But our Bear 90 sell was at 765, not as high, and yet made 357 pips. So just T-score alone, that scale 1 to 9, doesn't necessarily prove that it's going to be a great strategy for you. The next column is the total number of trades that were taken in 30 days. The max DD is the max drawdown, right? Number of pips, you can certainly sort by number of pips. You can see in the last 30 days, look at the number of pips that these trades have taken. Now, there's been a couple that haven't been very good, but overall, very excellent trading. And if you'd like, you can even add some additional concepts for yourself. For example, you can add the something that people like to add to it. You can sort by the largest profitable trade. You can add the average loss per trade as additional ones, right? There it is. So you can sort by that. This is the average loss per trade, and you can sort it. So this is the worst case loss, right? And so that would be your something you'd want to sort by. This is your largest profitable trade. So you can see that on the top we have Trend Bear. Didn't do very well, although it had one large trade of 213. But on the other ones, you can certainly sort by pips. And that kind of shows you, if you sort by pips, it'll show you the ones that are doing well, the strategies doing well, and it'll show you the largest profitable trade as well in those, and the average loss per trade. So, for example, take Chopper here, Chopper is doing extremely well, did 16 trades, 353 pips. The average loss was $36, and the largest single trade was 86. So that one is an excellent opportunity to jump in on. That would be very good. And this would change if you decided, instead of that's just the euro, say you wanted to look at all of them and see which currency pair actually does the best. So let's sort by pips. Well, look, we have Segredo Algo, Great Britain and New Zealand. Look at this. 1,254 pips in 30 days on 21 trades, and the largest trade was $224. So you could certainly be looking at some major activity. Here's one, trend bear, US dollar, and here it is. We have number of pips, 783. And the largest trade was $1,276. So now if you took all of these, right, and sorted them that way by your largest, you might see some different ones, right? Maybe you like to sort by max drawdown, you know, the worst case scenario. Well, here's your max drawdown was nothing, and we still had 758 pips on this one, right? So this is the Danish krone and the US dollar. Well, that one looks great, doesn't it? Right? Although we only took 2 trades, right? So this is how you can start to look at which of these strategies you'd like to trade. Now, once you've made a decision of strategies, let's look at number of pips. And let's say we decide that we want to add, let's add this one, the Rocket 60. Well, no, that's not enough trade. So let's go with Segredo Algo. Segredo meaning secret algorithm. So let's go with Segredo Algo. They did 21 trades, and we're going to add this one to our portfolio. We're going to add it now. 10 means very small, but it means you're only going to get 1 pip, right? This is a payout of 1 pip. You could change this from 10, and you could make this 100, which would mean you'd get 10 pips instead of 1 pip for your payout, right? Totally how you want to do it, and it all depends on how much margin you have to do this. Now, if you take a look at this, if we go back, let's cancel this for just a moment, and we go back, well, this 1,254 pips, if you had 1 contract, right, then that would have been $1,254 in the last 30 days. But had you made that, instead of 10, made that 100 and gotten 10, then you would have been up $12,548 on that same trade, right? So let's, for the moment, watch this, where here's our balance, here's our equity, used margin, because we are in a couple of trades right now. So usable margin, we have $4,954. Watch what happens when we add our trade. Just going to do 1 for $10. We'll add it for the moment, right? And when this gets executed, when it gets added, it will take some of our margin and apply it, and our used margin will go higher. Now, we're using $750 out of our $4,959 that we have on account, right? Well, that's what the exposure meter shows you. Are we heavily exposed because we're using so much of our capital and everything is leveraged in these trades? Well, it's showing you that our exposure meter isn't very, it's very nominal, right? Because we're only using $750, but we have nearly $5,000 to play with. and that's what it shows you over here. Now, if you didn't want to do this, you can see we're in some other trades. If we didn't want to do this, let's say we want to cancel this. We're going to remove it from our portfolio. And there it goes. So if you didn't like that, right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we'll add it back in, and we'll add a couple of them. Now, mind you, our used margin is $750. This doesn't change. Used margin will not change until we actually get filled, right? So we're queuing this up to say the next time it's ready to take a trade, include us. Strategy has been added to your portfolio. New positions will open when it takes a trade. And we'll add another couple as well. We'll add Great Britain and the US dollar. We'll add that one as well. And we'll add, let's use this one as well. I like this one. We'll add this one right here. So I'm only going to be using a very small amount because I'm just asking for 1 pip. So that was just, this is probably in the range of like $50 for that contract, for margin, like $50. So maybe I'll have added $150 to the margin. And that's it. So now we have strategies waiting to execute, right? And when they come up, then we'll have the opportunity to actually be part of the quant's trading activities.